Hey everybody, this is your girl Jessica with Miley Made Me Do It, and I am here with a new video. Today I am doing the Little Lizard King Indy pattern, okay? At first I cut out like the dress version, and then I was like, that seemed like it may be a little too simple, you know? And I'm still gonna make it because I got to cut out, but I was like, no, I think I'm gonna try the little romper. We're gonna see how that look. Super cute fabric. So I'm gonna tell you what I have in my little area. Hold on, make sure y'all can see. All right, so this is my bodice. Okay, with the romper, you're gonna need the. Let's see. Let me tell you what it is. All right, so if you're making the romper, you're gonna need the full coverage bodice, front and back. All right, if you're gonna do the skirt, you're just gonna do the regular, the regular smegular bodice. All right, so this for the romper, we're doing the full coverage bodice. I've already transferred my little marks there. This is my first time ever like clipping them. That full coverage back, gonna need two of those, two bodices, two of those. Then you're gonna need the romper here. Okay, I've already have my elastic cut for my legs and for my ruching. I believe that's what you call it. So let's get started. Okay, so alright, so what we're gonna do first, we're going to take our bodice and right sides together. We're going to take it apart. Alright, just like that. And with right sides together, we're going to put our other bodice, our lining on top. Okay. Oh, I also, when it came to my, what's it called? My romper part, I've already went ahead and did my notches and used my pen to put my what them things called on out, my little line, so then I know where I'm supposed to rush. Okay, so I'm gonna put them right sides together. I am going to pin. Okay, so I've pinned my bodice together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to my serger, or you can take it to your sewing machine, and you're going to sew along this top edge here. You're going to keep this open. Along this, along the neck area, and then here, okay? So we're going to sew that, and then we're going to flip it right side out, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I have my bodice turned right side out. I did use some little hem tape, a little sticky tape, so then they can stay flat in there. So now get your, I'm gonna bring this in a little bit so then you can see it this way. Okay, so these are my straps. Maybe I should just keep it the same way. Let's keep it the same way. Okay. All right, so grab your back bodice, and with right sides together, let's see, I'll pull this back. All right, with right sides together, I am going to match up my little markings here. Okay, it's gonna go where that V is. All right. Okay. We're gonna put it there. Okay, we're gonna leave it right there, and then this side is going to match up with that V. Okay, if you could see it, I got little notches in it. All right, and then grab your, hold on one second. Yeah, well, let me just finish. Let me just sew the bodice up first. Just let me show them how to sew the bodice. Then we can go outside. Give me a second. Now, take this, sorry about that. Take this bodice, and we're going to put it on top with the right sides together. Okay. You see those notches? So they all work together. Alright, get a pin. We're going to pin here. And then here. We're going to pin all the way across. And we're going to use a base. We'll say, tell us to base it. Which I didn't base it. And then it says, using a stretch stitch, we're going to sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance. So that's our seam allowance for this, like that. For this one. So here and here. I'm probably going to take this to, instead of doing my serger, probably going to take it to my sewing machine. Because I think sometimes the serger make it move. We'll see. But so far, hold on, get this out the way. This is what we got. That's your front and your back. Alright. So let's take off. We're going to sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I get back. Okay. So I went ahead and I serged my bodice piece here across. Now we're going to put our bodice together. Okay. So we're going to, let's open up. Alright. I'm going to open up my bodice here. And I am going to, my back bodice, and I'm going to take my front bodice piece, and I am going to, let me bring this down. So this is my front, let me show you. Alright, got that together, boom. So we're going to take the front bodice piece, the side seam, the side here, and I'm going to lay this on top. Just like this. And then we're going to pin, and we're going to sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Using a stretch stitch. So let's pin, and we're going to do that for the other side. And this is going to enclose, get our bodice all fixed up. Alright, let's do this other side. The bodice opened up. Put it here. Line up the side seam. Line up the seam here. And we're going to pin and sew. After I'm done, I'm going to turn this right side out. And then I will press it, and then you'll see what it looks like. So I'm going to take this to my machine, sew along the side seams here, and then I will turn it right side out, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so my bodice is done. What I did, I quartered off my bodice by putting my side seams together to find the center, and I marked. Hold on, make sure. So yeah, and I marked so then I could find the front of my bodice, front center of my bodice, and the back. Okay, so you need to do that. I'm gonna put this to the side, and let's get our romper and the elastic. Okay, so grab your romper. Gonna have 2 pieces of those. I've also put my notches here on the bottom of my romper. So let's start with 1. Okay. And if you can see right here, this is where my elastic is gonna go. So grab your elastic, and I'm going to put it where it starts. And then I'm just going to go all the way where it should end. Okay. Alright, just like this. Let me go get the other one. Bring that out. My mark is there. Get the elastic where it starts to where it should end. Alright, so when we get to the sewing machine, we're going to sew we're going to sew with a zigzag stitch, okay? A stretch stitch, which is a zigzag stitch. And we're going to go really, really slow. So what we'll do is we're going to like slightly pull the elastic, so then it can give us that ruching thing. So let's head over to the sewing machine so then you can see it there. Okay, so I am here at my sewing machine. Matter of fact, let me turn it on. Let me change my setting to zigzag. Change that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have, if you can see that there, make sure. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my needle down, okay, and my presser foot. And then I am going to just do a few little stitches and do back stitch, okay, just like that. All right. And then I am just going to hold the back of my thread here. And then I'm going to use that as so it can like pull from the back and, you know, give me my ruching. So just go really, really slow. Make sure you're still lining things up while you're still stretching. Okay. Like that. I'm going to take this pin out and I'm just going to stretch it a little farther. Okay, stretch everything out. And just go. We're getting up here close to the edge here. And then there I go. And then I'm going to just back stitch. Just like that. So do that same step. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Whoa, my bad. Didn't mean to knock you out. Take that off. All right. So see, this is what it looks like. If you can see that. Got the little ruching. So I did that. Now I'm going to do my other elastic, my other leg, and then we'll meet back over and I'll show you what's the next step. Okay, so I have my one leg with both of my romper pieces ruched. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna take our romper piece, we're gonna do right sides together, and we're going to pin here and sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Do that for your other one. All right, take this to your machine, sew a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and I'll be back. Nope, 3/8 inch seam allowance, and I'll be back. So I got one of my rubber pieces right side out, and I have one wrong side out. So what you're gonna do is we're going to take the right side out and put it into the wrong side out, where to be right sides together. We're going to line up here at the crotch seam. And then we're going to go all the way around this U shape. Okay, so let's take this to our machine. Here's the U shape, and we're going to sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance to attach. Okay, all the way around, and then I'll show you. We're going to turn it right side out, and we'll go to our next step. Okay, so what we're going to do is I have it right side out. So from the first gathering the ruching area part of your stuff here, the first part of it, we're going to do a gathering stitch all the way around till we get to the other side. So let's do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so now let's get our elastic. So I've already have sewn it together. We're going to quarter it off. So we're going to find this, the back part of it. Flatten it. That'll be the center. Put those two marks together. And mark, that's the side and the other side. Okay. Now let's bring in our romper. Okay. Let's bring in our romper. Okay, so our battery ran out. So I went ahead and did one of them. Listen, y'all, I said, let me do this one so I can see if I can get it right, so then I can make sure I be ready for y'all for the second one. Okay, I hope y'all understand. I mean, I know y'all probably don't care if you see the other, both of them done at the same time. It's the same concept. Just wanted to make sure I was doing what I was supposed to do and had it right. So let me get my pins, because I'm always losing it.
Where can I put this?
Oh. Don't put it where my fabric is. Alright, so got my pins. If you have not corded off your leg elastic, go ahead and do so. Where this where I attached it, I'm going to put this right here in the crotch seam here. Okay, I'm gonna pin there. Okay, so pin that one. So where that notch is, you're gonna take the other one and you're gonna put it there. I don't think I should have like put an actual notch in it, like put a hole in it. I think I should have just, I don't know. But it worked well when it came to doing my bodice though. But this right here started stretching out some, so don't actually put a notch in it or whatever. Alright, so the other half is going to go where my side notch is over here. So you put that, line that up there. And put a pin. Alright, and then the last one is going to go right here where your ruching. Let me go find it, let me show it to you. Where you started doing your ruching. I don't know why I do it like that. That's what it feels like. That's what I feel like when I'm doing it. So it's gonna go right there on that leg band. That leg, so right there. Alright, so let's go to the serger, because I am going to serge this. If you don't have a serger, that's fine. You can just go to your sewing machine and you can sew it. When I go to my serger, I am going to cut off my blade, okay? And I'm gonna go super slow so then I can get this all the way around. We're gonna stretch it a little bit. So let's go to the serger, and then we're gonna go to the cover stitch so I can cover stitch it, because it actually looked really well. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm here at my serger. I turn my blade off. I'm going to start at the crotch seam there, because if I screw up in that part, I mean, when I overlapped it, can't nobody see it, right? So I'm gonna start there. Take my pin. Like I said, we're gonna go super slow. You see I have it like that. Now let's put it underneath here. Let me bring that up. All right. I'm gonna put my needle down, press the foot down, and then I'm just gonna stretch it. And then you see how that's why I say I probably shouldn't have did that, because it don't work. Touch my thing, so boom. And I'm gonna cut this off. So I got that on. Everything looks like it's matched up. Boom. So now we're gonna flip it like this, and let's go over here to the cover stitch. Come on, scoot on down here. Yep. There you go. Now, when it comes to cover stitching, I'm gonna still do it right here in the crotch seam. But what I'll do is I want to measure and see how far I need to go over, okay? So I put it under here first with, you see, okay, make sure, Right there. See, I put it like that first just to gauge it. It's like, okay, so I put it in there. All right, so it needs, I'm gonna probably need to hit like right here where that little groove is. Okay, so that's where I need to hit it at. And you still go slow, so you know when you come doing your surgery, you just need to, I mean your cover stitch, you just need to go really, really slow. I know that right here on this groove is where I need to be. Right there, put my needle down, and I am going to stretch as I am going. All right, Miley got me there. So just cut my threads here, and then let's head back to the where we headed to, so we can show it. I can show you what it looks like. All right, cut those babies off. All right, let's go back to my camera, other camera. All right, so they are done. See, you see it? It looks all nice and stuff. Got it all rush. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to need to attach our romper and our top together. Okay, so check this out. So now it's time for us to put our bodice and our romper piece together. I have it like this because, y'all, I had to read that thing 1,000 times to try to comprehend and understand what exactly it was asking me to do. Okay, so this is the back, this is the back. Okay, so it tells us to take the romper piece and we're going to put it inside of our bodice. Okay, just like this. Then I'm gonna flip this over so you can be the front, because I didn't want to mess up. So your front, your center front, I already marked it, is going to align with your crotch seam, your center front of your romper. Okay, so let's do that. So we're gonna put them two together and we're gonna pin them. All right, like that. Then we're gonna align the center back. So find your romper back and find the back of the back of your bodice. So we're gonna align those two, center back. Okay, just like this. So we got the front and back together. Now with your ruching part, we're going to just lay this flat, okay? And we're going to pin this. It's going to be laid flat. So your ruching part is going to lay flat like that. So we're going to pin there, okay? If you want to put a couple more pins, you can do it. All right, and let's get the other side of and we're going to pin that, laying it flat. Okay, just like this. So pin it. All right, so I'm gonna put another one right here in the front. So the front part of this, from the center to your ruching part, that's gonna be flat. All right, now this side part here, okay, this is all the extra. We're gonna gather it until it fits the bodice on both sides. All right, so now we have it all pinned together around. So let's take this to our machine and we're going to sew a 1/8 inch seam allowance and to attach. And I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, and your girl is done. Super cute. Love it. All right, so if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, click that subscribe button. Click the notification bell so you can know when anytime I upload. And thank you for watching. Bye.